Hello and welcome back, my friends. This is Patty Bennett. I am a Stampin' Up demonstrator. Today we are going to be making these beautiful pansies. Oh my gosh, I am so excited. They're beautiful, and I hope that you love this video and all these tips as much as I enjoy sharing it with you. So today we are going to be using the Pansy Patch bundle from Stampin' Up with new in colors. Isn't that going to be fun? I can't wait. So I am just going to allow a couple of minutes for those who are joining this live. Today is April 22nd. This is my weekly Friday live video. And if you are joining live, you will see the red live button up at the top. That means I can enjoy your comments and answer your questions when you type them in. Hi, everybody. I see Tammy, Deb, John, Lindsay, Patricia, Mary, Sue, Susan, Dawn, Denise, Lori, it says, and 57 others. So welcome, everybody. Hi, Churi. Good to see you on here. Hi, Tracy. I appreciate all my sweet, loyal friends who tune in every week. Hi, Karen. And if you are new, please let me know that. Please say hi. Whether you're watching live or a replay, I love to welcome my new visitors. Alrighty, so as we just allow everyone to find the live stream, I will just tell you that I have been a Stampin' Up demonstrator for almost 27 years. Let's see, less than 2 months from now, it'll be 27 years, and I love sharing my crafty creations and tips and ideas and color combos and everything with you, and I so appreciate you supporting me by liking, watching, thumbs up, commenting, all those good things. So thank you so much. Oh, I see some thumbs up. That is so sweet. Hi, Kathy. She says she is new. Welcome so much. I'm so glad you're here. Yay. Oh, thank you, Betty. She says she tries to tune in every week. I appreciate that so much. Hi, Shan. So if you're watching a replay, I will do my best to go back and look at comments later and answer any questions. But if you're participating live, I will ask for questions and do my best to answer. So let me just show you this beautiful card. I love this. Do you love these cute pansy colors? Oh my gosh, they're so adorable, so bright, so vibrant, so fun. I was a little intimidated. Let me show it to you in the catalog. So this is the current annual catalog, and it has lots of pieces. Like, look at that. All those pieces in the die set. And I thought, oh my. So I had used the stamps. I had stamped them. I had die cut just around the outline of the stamped images. I was comfortable with that, but I was a little intimidated with all these pieces. So I was looking at it in the catalog and I'm like, okay, I can figure this out. I can do this. But I got a lot of comments that a lot of my viewers were confused about how to use it. So I thought it would be great to walk you through it and show you all of the parts. Now, in this current catalog, we have the Pansy Petal Designer paper. You can see a few of the sheets here. And this color palette relies pretty heavily on like the fresh freesia. The colors are, some of the colors are listed up here. The polished pink, the pale papaya, the soft succulent. But when I was looking out in my garden, I have a cute little pot of flowers that have tons of pansies. This was more of the color palette. It was more like purples, violets, blues, yellows. And so I thought, well, what could be more perfect than 3 of the new in colors? So these are starting May 3rd in our new catalog. I'll show you that cover. I can't show the inside yet, but this is what the cover looks like. And I am taking the last batch of 100 new catalogs. I've been doing 100 a day to the post office this week. If you don't have a demonstrator and you would like a catalog, you would like to order Stampin' Up! Products from me, then I would be happy to help you. Uh-oh, I see it's getting a little fuzzy. I apologize for that. I hope this clears up. Hang on. I'm sorry, I wasn't watching the replay over here. Can somebody let me know? Is it still blurry? Oh, good. Shan got her catalog today. It's fuzzy. Okay, hang on one second. I'm just going to see. We'll get back to this catalog in just a minute. I'm going to see if it's possible. Oh, well, now it looks clear. Well, then I'm not going to mess with it. Let's see. Let's hope that it stays clear. Let me know if that cleared up at all for you. Sorry about that. Technology is my biggest hurdle, and I love it when things work nicely. Oh, okay. Everybody's saying it's blurry. On my end, it's showing that it is cleared up. It just stopped pixelationing. Yeah, I know. Gosh. Okay, let me hold this up again. Let's see. Oh gosh. Let's see if that looks clear on your end. And I'm so sorry. Technology is so hard. It's just such a hurdle. I may have to start this over, and that might not be, a bad thing. Let me know. Is this any clearer? Well, I'm hearing that it's clear now, although now on my end it's I froze. Oh Lord. Okay. Oh my goodness. Let me just try something. If it doesn't work, would you all please come back and find me again? Let me just try. I'm going to try something on my end. And I can't get to it. I was trying to see if I could. Okay, never mind. You all say it's clear. We're going to go for it. Anyway, part of you are saying clear, part of you are saying fuzzy. I don't know. Yeah, it's a bad signal, Tracy. I'm so sorry. Okay, here's the deal. It looks clear on my end now. I'm going to keep going a little bit. If it still goes in and out, we will end this and we will start over. So, fingers crossed. It looks really clear on my end. Churi says it's freezing. Jennifer says it's better. I do apologize. I am so sorry. I don't know. Okay, we're going to keep going. I apologize to everyone watching the replay who is frustrated with this. So, I was saying with the new catalog, if you need one, you can go over to my blog at pattystamps.com, and there is a request a catalog button. So you can use that if you don't have a demonstrator. Now, let's get on with this card. And let's just everybody say like a really quick prayer that it just stays nice and focused, okay? So I used the three of the 5 new in colors. So we have Starry Sky, Orchid Oasis, and Parakeet Party. And then for me, I have a lot of yellow that comes in my, I call them Johnny Jump Ups as well, but I know that's a form of pansy, but I have a lot of yellow in mine. So I added yellow to those 3 colors, and I think it's just a really fun, bright combination. So that's what I used. And here are the die cut pieces that I used, and we're going to put one together, and I am going to show you a second card aside from this one and some tips of what I did. It is showing up blurry for me. Can anybody confirm? Because I would rather just end this and start. Oh, Daffodil Delight. I'm sorry, Betty. Thanks, Ellen. She loves the combo. I would rather start over if this is really blurry. Thank you, Mary, for the prayer. I just, oh my gosh, if you could feel my heartbeat right now, it's racing because I hate technology issues. Okay, Marcy says it's clear. God bless you, Marcy. Thank you, Shan. All right, let's go. Let's go. Here we go. So the dies, this big part here that you're seeing in Daffodil Delight, yellow, is actually these 2 pieces. Now you can see I've done it in a different color here, but it's these 2 pieces, and these are the 2 dies that make that. So that would be your bottom portion. Well, let's look at this one. So there we go. It's the same color combo. Okay, so that's that. And then these 2 petals in the back are these 2. I almost call them seashells. Don't they kind of look like a seashell? I think they do. And can you see they actually have a really cool definition that embosses right into them? I think that's really cool. And then these 2 little pieces go on what I am calling the seashell petals. So that's these 2 right here. So there you go. Those are the 2 petals in the back. So once you kind of get that in your mind, this big piece goes on here, these 2 go together, and then you build this with those 3 pieces. It's not that hard, but you just sort of have to like get that into your mind. Sorry, were there questions? It's not Granny Apple Green, it's Parakeet Party. Parakeet Party, Orchid Oasis, and Starry Sky, and Daffodil Delight. And I'll show you how I got the 2-tone, but it's all the same color, but I'll show you what I did. And then right in the center, you can use this little piece and the little dot to kind of finish it off. So those are your basic pieces. I have a large and a small leaf. So here are the 2 dies for the small leaf. Here are the 2 dies for the large leaf. And that's it. You can see here, I just die cut multiples, lots of pieces so that I could play. I used the 3 colors. I just kept die cutting. And then for the leaves in the Parakeet Party, don't know if you can see this or not, but up here, I took my blending brush and Parakeet Party ink, and I swirled it onto the Parakeet Party cardstock, and then I die cut lots of leaves so that you have light and dark of each. Let me show you that up close. Do you see that? So it's all Parakeet Party, but I just added some ink to the cardstock prior to die cutting it. And I think it turns out really cool. I really love it. Just love it. So that is the basics of how to do it. And now let's put one together and we're going to make a card. So here are the pieces. I set them aside so they wouldn't use them on anything else. So those 2 kind of seashell pieces, and we have the 2 blue pieces. I want to show you. Can you see? I used the blending brush and Starry Sky on Orchid Oasis, and I darkened part of it. And I think that looks really cool. It gives you such a beautiful little extra bit of shading. So see, then when you layer, can you see that? It just gives you extra color and depth and layering. Wink of Stella. Yeah, I don't have any glimmer paper on this. I use Wink of Stella. Yeah, thank you. I'm going to do that at the end. Yes, I will have this pictured on my blog tomorrow, so if you want to print that out, you certainly can. Are we blurry? I'm just asking. I hate to keep asking this, but I see it blurry on my iPad, and I'm just really worried that you all are not getting kind of the full story here. Should I start over? Just going to let my comments catch up and see what you think. Yes, we're blurry. Should I start over? I just really hate it when it's blurry. I know you can't watch and really appreciate the whole thing. Oh, my word. I'm just thinking maybe I should start over before we... Oh, okay. Some people are saying it's not blurry. It's fine. It's clear. Oh, my word. Okay. Well, it's fine. Keep going. All right, I'll keep going. Let's keep going. I'm sorry. I just want it to be a good experience for all of you, and I know how much I hate it when it's blurry. Oh, Lisa says it's blurry, but keep going. Oh my word. I guess it might just depend on everybody's signal. I don't know. That's so odd. Well, okay. So I'll tell you, for these little pieces, you might be saying, why didn't you just use adhesive sheets on this, which would be really easy. But I want to tell you that when you go to adhere these two pieces together, they kind of, at least from what I found, like, look, I'm going to hold this up. Can you see it like doesn't fit 100%? You kind of have to, I'll say, smush it around. You have to coax it into place. And by using liquid glue, which you just saw me do, you can kind of pull it so that all of the edges line up. But if I had adhesive sheet on there and it stuck down, I wouldn't be able to kind of smush that into place. So I like the fact that the liquid glue, gives you that little extra minute to adjust. So that's why I used it and not adhesive sheets. And it's true for all of these pieces. Now for the two pieces that I was calling a seashell, I did ink with a blending brush down here kind of at the bottom with some extra Daffodil Delight ink. Can you see just that slight variation in color? And I like that because it gives it just a little extra depth. And then I'm going to see here, I'm going to layer the yellow on the yellow and see if I want to give these pieces a little extra color, or am I just gonna, let's kind of just pretend to lay that together and see. I don't know if I want to, yeah, I think I do. I think I do. So normally I would do this before I die cut because, you don't want to risk tearing or ripping or anything on your pieces. So I'm going to gently rub some extra Daffodil Delight ink on these little pieces. I don't want to tear them. And darken them so that they have some contrast. Oh, I see a heart. Somebody likes that. Thank you. So that is a little extra shading. And then, I don't know if you all like to use tweezers, but I do kind of like to use tweezers when I have a little piece like this. And I'm really bad at trying to do it left-handed, but that's the way I picked it up. So there we go. Oh, I did it. It wasn't bad. Okay, and we'll do one more. And then I think I might add a little bit of extra ink on my green leaves because I'm thinking that these are not, at least that big one, I'm looking at it right now. It doesn't look very dark. So I think I'll do the same thing. And then I also am going to show you a second way to make these pansies that I discovered, and I really like it. I think it's really cool. I think you're going to like it. Yes, you could also do it with a sponge dauber, Churi. Yes, the blending brushes are very, very soft, very forgiving, very easy to use. And for me, I get a lot better coverage and shading with a blending brush than I do with a dauber. But you certainly can try that, and you can use that and do exactly the same thing. So then this piece is the bottom, and you will put these two shapes, like really wherever you want them. There's no rule here, but I'll just kind of show you where I put them. And I smushed, hold on, I smushed a little too much glue right there. Oh, you know what? It's not going to show because that middle piece is going to go there. So there we go. So there, it's just kind of like a fan shape up at the top with those two extra smaller pieces that I'm calling them seashells. But they can go kind of wherever you'd like. You could scoot them in, you can pull them up, you can make them bigger. Doesn't matter. I'm sure that no two pansies are exactly alike in nature anyway. So yeah, you can put them however you'd like. And I'm just going to do a little glue, and I'm going to get that ready for the center dot. So we'll put that here. It really finishes it off. I really like that extra little part in the middle. And then that dot in the middle. Now, I know some of you said it was blurry when I hold it up, but I'm hoping that you can see. Let's just do a little test and let's see if you can see that. And I love, don't you love that shading that's in the center of the Orchid Oasis piece? I just think that's beautiful. I think it's absolutely gorgeous. All right, so that's the flower. And then we're going to layer together the two pieces of each leaf. You could, if you wanted to, you could stamp the leaves and die cut them, but I was just sort of doing this whole thing all in die cut pieces. So that's why you see just die cuts here. This solid one and this little detailed one will layer together, and I hope you can see the difference in color. I've got that extra Parakeet Party ink on the solid one, but here I'm looking at these two and they are like exactly the same color, and I personally love the contrast. So what I'm going to do is I am going to add extra Parakeet Party ink on the detailed one so that they're kind of opposite. So I'm just going to kind of hold it down and pat some, rub, pat, dab, whatever. Add some little bit extra there. And then when I layer those together, look, you can see the difference. It's just that tiny little bit makes such an amazing contrast. It's so cool. And my goodness, I have not been looking at the comments. Oh dear. Let me see. I'm just sorry, give me 1 minute. I'm scrolling back just to see if there were any questions. Oh, Marcy, yes, she said the tulips would be beautiful in this color combination, wouldn't it? That would be beautiful. All right, so let's, sorry, I can't do this left-handed. That's so funny. Yes, I'm a professional crafter. I just can't use tweezers. Oh my goodness. All right, so there's that one. And just a little dab. You don't need much glue on these. You could do them with adhesive sheets. Most definitely. You definitely could. And then I just put a little bit of glue at the base of each leaf. And I held up my flower and I just sort of, hang on, oh no, never mind. No, I'm good. I was looking to see if I was putting this on my second card, but I'm not. I have a different pansy that I want to show you for my second card. All right. So there you go. And I'm going to try to be very still, and I'm hoping that you can see it. So if you, what do you think? Do you like this? I think it looks absolutely gorgeous. I just think it's beautiful. Oh yeah. Oh, we have to do the Wink Castella because I did that on the card. I just think these are amazing, these colors. So we'll just add some Wink of Stella. And you know, as this dries, it gets a little bit lighter. It's not going to be that dark, but the sparkle will remain. Then what I like to do is just flick, and it makes the whole thing just a little bit sparkly, a little bit magic. It's so pretty. So there we go. Now the center is sparkly. Thank you. Thanks, everybody. You love it. I appreciate it. I am so glad you love it. My favorite combo from past colors. Oh, normally, let's see who, Janice asked me that. Normally, my personal favorite color combo is Poppy Parade and Calypso Coral and Mango Melody and Granny Apple Green. I love those bright red, orange, yellow, green colors. But I can tell you this is going to be a definite new favorite combo. These new colors will be available starting May 3rd to customers. So if you are a demonstrator, you can pre-order now. If you're a customer, you will be able to get them in May. So let's look at the finished card again, and then we're going to make a different card together with the pansies because I want to show you a second way to make pansies. So you might have noticed the background. I showed this to my friend Jan yesterday. I don't know if she's watching. She said she was going to try to watch today. And she says, what is that beautiful background? So if you too are wondering, it is the Butterflies and Flowers masks. And I actually have been dying to show you this, but it was on back order for so long that I wasn't using it in my lives or in my blog posts because I hate to frustrate my viewers when they know that they can't get something that I'm showing. So this is what we're using. We're going to use it on our second card. And I just wanted to show you this little tip. This is what I do with my masks. So this is a piece of white cardstock cut to the same size as the mask. Not all of our masks are the same size, so just simply measure your mask, cut a piece of cardstock, and then I have a piece of just regular clear cellophane tape that hinges these together. And I will show you why I did that. Because when I want to ink or I call it stenciling. I mean, I'm, a girl from the 60s, 70s, and 80s. We called it stenciling, not a mask, whatever. Doesn't matter. I'm just saying. So when I want to stencil the color on, I just lift that up and I put it inside. And then I can just sort of hold on to the edge and I can put my color on. I did hear a tip. Now I can't remember who told me, but it's an excellent tip. Maybe it was Jason. You can put this in your Stamparatus and put a magnet down on it, and it will hold it all in place. So that's a pretty cool tip. I just tend to grab a piece of masking tape, washi tape, or Post-it note tape or something like that. Just sort of hold it down in place so it doesn't scoot around. And then I am using Orchid Oasis ink, and it's new. It's juicy. It hasn't been used a ton, so I would want to just test it on here to make sure that it's not super, super, super dark. And I just started in the center, and I just sort of wound my way around, and I hope this isn't making the camera dizzy. And I just kind of went out towards the edges. I didn't go all the way top and bottom. Okay, I just wanted this to fade out. That's all I did. Not hard. And then there you go. You just have this most amazingly gorgeous background. And I love this look where it doesn't go 100% to the edges. If you would have told me, I don't know, 5 years ago that I would like this look, I would be like, no way. It has to fill the whole thing. But I kind of like this. It's really kind of artsy, don't you think? I think it's kind of artsy. I like it. So we can put the card together real quick, and then we're going to do our second card. So I also have this die cut from, sorry, my brain just went blank. Scallop Contours. I know, it's hard. It's hard. Life is hard sometimes. Words are hard. And then I have both Starry Sky and Orchid Oasis. This card has Orchid Oasis for its background, but I do think Starry Sky would look amazing. So I just thought for this one, let's layer it and see. Oh, look how much that just pops. Isn't that beautiful? I think we'll do that. So I am going to layer, and this, by the way, the card base is 4 1/4 by 11, and then just scored at 5 1/2, folded in half, not, you know, nothing complicated, nothing unusual. And did I grab, hold on, I need to kind of reach around without knocking the camera over. So I have my foam adhesive sheets, and I'm just going to cut a piece that will go on the back. I'm just kind of eyeballing that. Yep, that will work. So it's sticky on 2 sides. You just, oh, I should have stamped it first. Hang on, I'll do it right here. I'll stamp it first. I used the Happy Birthday from the Pansy Patch set. These fonts are so beautiful. And so I thought, let's just use that. And I think we'll go ahead and do it in Orchid Oasis. I did Starry Sky on that one, but I'm going to do Orchid Oasis on this one. Beautiful. Yes, it does, Kimmy, exactly. Kimmy just said that this soft background and not really going all the way to the edge really does allow those flowers to be the star of the show. And that was my idea. I mean, that was my point. That's what I was trying to accomplish. So thank you for noticing that, Kimmy. Okay, put that on. And then this was the flower that we made. And actually, I think, you know, I think one flower is okay on here. I might make a second one and add to that, but I think we'll just go with one flower. And I'm just going to cut another piece of my foam adhesive sheet. You could certainly do like maybe 4 or 5 dimensionals on there, or you could glue it down just flat. And there we have it. So that is one card idea with the pansies in the new in colors. Thank you, Wendy. Yes, I love these foam adhesive sheets. Exactly. They are just the best. So there's one idea. And now I want to show you a second way to make these pansies. It was sort of an experiment, and I liked the way it came out. So I set aside the pieces again because I was making so many pansy cards and I didn't want to accidentally use the pieces that then I couldn't show you. So for this one, instead of that piece that looks like a shell, we're going to use 2 of these big ones. And we could mix and match. I could do, oh, I think I will. I think that's beautiful. Could do that. Or I want to show you the finished one because we'll decide here how this is going to go. All I did was use the 2 large pieces. Instead of 2 of the smaller scallops, I just rotated this one and put it behind. So that kind of saves some extra die cutting. It saves an extra step, and it's almost the same effect, don't you think? I mean, I like it. I think it looks really, really fine. So I think we'll do the oasis and the starry sky, and then we'll do the yellow behind it. And I am going to add some extra yellow shading like we did before. Oh, thanks, Dawn. She says clever. Thank you. Oh, good. Yeah, Valerie. Well, she said she's going to watch the replay. Okay, I'm warning you right now. We had some technical fuzzy internet issues in the beginning. So just warning you, okay? All right, so let's see. How does that, a little more, a little closer to the edge. Okay, let's layer. And then we'll make our second card. So I am going to do, this is Orchid Oasis on Starry Sky. While you experiment with this and play with this, here's what I recommend, is that you just take about a 1/4 sheet of each color that you think you would like to use. And I'm thinking, you know, Highland Heather would be beautiful mixed in with this, some gorgeous grape, some fresh freesia. There's lots of colors that you could mix and match with this. But while you're playing, do what I did, take a 1/4 sheet and just start die cutting, not the bottle, that was a different project. Just start die cutting all the pieces, every piece with every color, and you will have yourself a nice little jar of all these different colors. And then start layering them together and start experimenting. And that way you can just go for it and you can do anything you want to do. That's basically what I did because I really wasn't sure, you know, how's this going to look? Because this is a very different color combination than in the catalog. So I just wasn't 100% sure, but I love it. I love, love, love it. So there, what do you think? Isn't that a little bit easier? It's one less step, a couple of fewer die cuts. And we'll do, oops, hang on. I didn't get that one pressed into the glue. It's trying to be gentle, but I didn't press hard enough. And there we have that. We'll put our leaves together. Did I already put them? Oh, I already stuck these 2 together. I did. So there, we have a little bit of a time saver there. Ta-da! Fabulous. And I'm just going to look back at comments in just a second, but let me get this all stuck together. You can also use glue dots for this step or dimensionals. I just chose to do liquid glue. Okay, so there we have those 2. Yes, a face. Yes, they do. They always seem to have a face. Oh, Louise, yeah, be sure to watch the beginning, although be warned, like I said, we had a little bit of fuzzy technical difficulty issues, so whatever. Technology. All right, so for this card, I grabbed the new in color printed cards. So they're white inside, white on the back, and they have this is just a very subtle pattern. Each one has a pattern. This is the most subtle of all of the patterns. And I went ahead and did that ink. I'm pretty sure this was the Orchid Oasis with that butterflies and flowers mask. And it's funny, this was just a scrap, but I was like, ooh, kind of like this. That long and skinny like that. I like the way that looks. And then this die cut is new, and I apologize, I don't even remember. Oh, wait, I have it right here. I can show you. The name is, hold on, please hold. Here it is. It is called Fabulous Frames, and this is the die cut. I think we used this last week, and this one was left over from last week. It was sitting here, and I said, well, you know what? Check this out. We are just going to do something a little different here. I think. I hope this works. It was in my brain, and you always wonder if it's going to turn out right. Oh, Marcy says she should have ordered the pansies during free shipping. Oh, yeah, that would have been a good idea, right? So my idea was to place these, but wait, I thought I had, because I wasn't going to use this. Did I have another die cut I was going to use? Was I going to put it on? I don't know. All right, well, I'm pretty sure this is what I had in mind. Was something like that, and then I'm going to stamp on that. And I think that's going to look really pretty. So we will do Happy Birthday again. I will do Starry Sky this time. And this one, the smaller one, is also from Scalloped Contours. I need to give that just a minute to dry. So let's put some foam adhesive on the back. And I think if I just cut this piece in half, I think that, yep, that'll do it. The nice thing about this foam adhesive piece, you can see here, it's kind of going to hold all of those little pieces together. So then we can pull the backing off and just arrange those. Let's see. I want some of that really pretty frame to show. So maybe that. I like that. And then I am going to also put some foam adhesive sheet on the back of this. Does anybody else call it eyeballing when you just sort of look and you guess? I learned that from my husband decades ago. That's what he says. And his initials, you know, being Eric Bennett, his initials are EB. And so he says he's going to EB it, which means he's going to eyeball it. Whatever, just a little silly trivia for you. I don't know. That was neither here nor there, was it? Sorry. So I'm going to lay out this again and bring back in both of the cards and the two different ideas for making the pansies. Yep, eyeball it. Okay, Dawn says yes. Oh, Noella, yes. Okay, you all are saying yes. Good. Okay, yep, eyeballing. Eyeballing is the opposite of measuring. So there you go. If you're thinking I'm crazy. Oh, good. Okay, you all know what I'm talking about. Hi, Trina. I didn't know you were on here. Welcome. So that was what I had for you today. New in colors, masking tips, 2 different ways to make the pansies and all the pieces. And again, pattystamps.com is my blog. You will find all of this there tomorrow. So if tomorrow means nothing to you because you may be watching a replay, April 23rd, 2022 will be the day that this is on my blog. And I will have some more dimensions and all the little parts and pieces and photos and all of that for you. So these, I love these because they remind me when I was little, we had a huge patch in the backyard and my mom called them Johnny Jump Ups. And so I looked it up yesterday because I was curious, and Johnny Jump Ups actually are kind of like the smaller version of a pansy. And so it is really a name. It is a thing. And I loved those flowers. I just loved them. And so this brings me right back to my childhood. I just think it's really fun. All right, so anybody have questions? If I missed your question or comment live, type it in now so I can get back to that and let you know. I do sincerely apologize for those technical issues in the beginning. Just, nothing we can do about internet and radio waves and all that business, but thank you, Gail. Thank you, Churi. So sweet of you. Yes, Nell, grab your masks. Oh, and I was going to show you, you might have seen this before, but when I have a set of masks from Stampin' Up, I like to put them in the 6x6 envelopes from the dies. There's lots of different ways you could store them, but I really love them in here. And then remember I showed you about taping it to the cardstock? The great thing about that is when you are slipping them in and out, then they are not snagging on each other, because these are so intricate that if you just have them loose and you're trying to slip them in and out, they catch on each other. So that little tip with the cardstock I think is super helpful. Let's see. Did I add color to the larger piece after die cutting? Yes, Michelle, maybe you missed that. I was using my blending brushes and the ink, and I was adding color to the various pieces. Yes, I did. Oh, good, Jean. Thank you. She said, thank you for taking the confusion out of this bundle. I'm so glad it was helpful. Thank you so much. I'm glad that you enjoyed that. You are very welcome. Thanks, Patricia. Yes, I try so hard to give you lots of tips. I've learned lots of tips over my 30 plus years of stamping, and I just love to kind of share those, because otherwise you might look at the card and think, well, that's beautiful, but how did she do that? How's the background? And all those things. So I love to try to give you some tips. Thank you, Suzanne. Thank you, everyone. I hope that if you have not already liked or subscribed or given me a thumbs up or a heart, that you will do that so that these weekly videos continue to come in your feed. And oh, Robin was asking my favorite combo before in colors. She said Poppy Parade and what? So Poppy Parade, Calypso Coral, Mango Melody, and Granny Apple Green. Those are like my go-to favorite colors. Thank you so much, Michelle. Oh, good, Deb. I'm glad you loved it. Thank you so much. I hope that you all will experiment with these pansies. They are still in the new catalog. So the great thing is you can still continue to play with these. If you are worried about anything being current, you can still buy it. You can experiment with new colors. I would love to know if you add in the Highland Heather or the Gorgeous Grape. I think that would be amazing with this. Oh, good, Jennifer. I'm glad. Thanks, Beth. Thank you so much. You are so welcome. I love crafting with you on Fridays, and I love reading your comments and just answering any questions that you have. So sweet of you to join me. I appreciate it. Yep, Juanita said she still needs to use the pansy. So I don't know if I said that in the beginning or not, but I bought this a year ago and I had not used it because I was intimidated. But breaking it down this way made it so much more comfortable to play with. Oh, good. Elisa. Hi, Elisa. Didn't know you were on here. She's going to, now she says she can't wait to use it. I'm so glad. Good. Jennifer's going to try it as well. Oh, Carla, they were your mom's favorite. Oh, yeah. I hope that you will play with them. Oh, thank you. I don't know how to say your name. Is it Noelia? That's a beautiful name. I've never heard that. You are so kind. Thank you. Let me know if I said that right. Noelia? It's beautiful. Beautiful name. Thanks, Diana. She loves the colors. Thank you so much. Anyone else have a question or anything that they need to know about the pansies before I let you all go? Thanks, Melinda. Oh, good. I said it correctly. Thank you. All right. Well, I am not seeing any other questions come through. So thank you again so very much for joining me each Friday. And if you have any suggestions for what you would like to see next Friday, I am open to suggestions. We are in that funny kind of a zone where we don't have the new catalog live yet. A lot of the retiring products have sold out. So I'm sort of like, not sure what I want to play with. Let me know. Swedish colors. Yes, you're right, Arlene. Oh, thanks, Anne. Thank you so much. You're welcome, Tammy. Have a wonderful weekend, everyone, and I will see you next week. Bye.